Well, well, well. If it isn't Turbo Cell or me once again playing Danganronpa 2, it's time for the class trial. The robot's dead. We killed him. I mean, I don't know who killed him. I assume it was an accident, you know, like when you accidentally fall down the stairs. So I gonna assume that the robot just died of his own free will. That was his choice, and I'm actually kind of concerned that that's what the outcome is going to be. He's overcome with despair. So let's just go ahead and go into this class trial. So I actually have more skill points, which is shocking. Oh man, so we got excellent blade. And we already got that equipped. Can I buy more? I need to open the e-handbook. I got more hope fragments this time. So let's just go ahead and let's look at our report card here. And let's talk to the teacher. I got 6. I already got like extraordinary influence. Trigger happy, no. I need like, what's delusion? The influence gauge recovers over time during concentration and fever time. Effective during non-stop debate. Melodious voice. Increases the damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during panic talk. That actually I might need to improve. Increased bullet capacity. Effective during the panic talk. Actually, all of these might be really useful. Faster to, easier to shift mood to your favor, especially during rebuttal showdown. Allows you to lock onto 2 statements at once. Effective during panic talk. Actually, we'll do that one. Okay, here you go. Skill get. That's all my freaking hope fragments. I have menacing focus. It's further down. Right? Yeah, that's about as good as we can get. I think everything that can be equipped is equipped. Finish preparation. Oh, wait. No, this is incompatible. Are you sure you're ready to do the class trial? I'm sure not.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
No. I mean, yes, that's what we want to do.
Present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Punish me, Monokuma. That's right.
You guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go.
Hey, you gave us red bean buns, dude.
Guys will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Oh no, that's the...
I'm not the main ingredient, right?
You're like a plushie. I wouldn't want to eat that.
Here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
It was you.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
It is your birthday. Congratulations. Now you're 1 year older.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Oh my god, was he having sex with them?
Don't tell me you 3 were together since last night!
What the fuck, Kazuichi?
I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Oh, you want your legs to be at least slightly flexible. I mean, they gotta bend in the middle at least.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House. We went to the tower together.
And then, the 3 of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
Yeah, well, I think the thing is Sonia has been polite so far, but Kazuichi is so fucking annoying at this point that, like, I'm pretty sure Sonia's done with this shit. She, like, is actively ignoring him when they chat.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
Strawberry House.
We found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
But there's some secret.
We should at least find some method to communicate. We set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
How do you know that, girl?
Definitely.
Thank you.
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Well, hold up. Aside from the, let's just unpack this for a second. A woman wouldn't kill someone cruelly. Didn't we just have a female killer who like tricked someone into committing suicide and then like stabbed someone a bunch of times in like the throat? I'm pretty sure that gender is not the deciding factor here.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half.
You're not really making a good argument.
You're the cruelest one here.
Now. Enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Damn, Chiaki, they're not lovers. That was sarcasm.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Wait. That was some shade on Sonia. What the fuck? Kazuichi's just a little bitch. Uh-huh.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck? It's the weapon. You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't make much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... Make your argument. Wire, oil on the floor, tripped over the pillar. New looking hammer. We'll go with new looking hammer.
Guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
Wow.
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Are you serious?
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Oh, nope. I did not freeze on my end. That's you. I can see the stream as it's running on YouTube and it's not frozen, so I don't know what's going on in your end. I'll be counting. Wait. Looks like I got it wrong. So I guess it's not going to be new looking hammer.
Figure out the weapon first.
Oh dear. Am I gonna like die a lot in this one?
That pillar, huh?
Hey. It's definitely not the pillar.
The killer used that hammer
The killer did use that hammer.
and beat the crap out of him.
Disagree.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Woohoo!
Weapon is decided.
Disagree. It's not that. New looking hammer.
Weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
I don't think so. Hey.
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer
Yeah.
and beat the crap out of him.
Doubt.
No, that's wrong.
No, you're stupid.
No, I can't accept that hammer was the murderer.
I can't accept that at all.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
Because I can't accept you, Kazuichi, just like how you were rejected by your parents.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right?
Yeah.
The hammer was used to beat Nekomaru. You'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
I would expect that, yeah.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yeah, but killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Sure he did, yeah, that's definitely what happened. Why?
Obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so y'all...
I mean, he does have a bit of a baby face. He's a little bit of a baby face.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Except for your mom. Wait.
At it from a different angle.
Yeah, look at a different angle.
Have oil on it. It's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Man, maybe it's that pillar. The actual weapon has oil on it, but it's something in the crime scene that had oil on it. The broken pillar. Yeah, I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah, Connie, do you understand the heaviness of the objects? Huff, huff, it's no use. It's barely budging, didn't I tell ya?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty frickin' heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Monokuma?
Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body! With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Yeah, but in an unrelated incident, he was hit in the head by a meteorite. It's a big problem.
Don't be stupid! He ain't the type to commit suicide!
I mean, maybe he was depressed because his body is gone and been replaced with a robot body, and he can only weep tears of rooibos tea. Yeah, that's the other thing too. What if someone like sawed through it or something and it like fell over? Like, there's a lot of ways that this could happen.
It has nothing to do with the case at all.
I guess you're right.
What the heck?
Wow, she's getting smarter. But it does bother me a little. That word suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently a rule to suicide. No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
Problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
What about that fucking wire, you dumb shit?
Be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see.
For reals.
Right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Wait, is that her magical girl catchphrase? I guess. Good night button. Tipped over pillar. Yeah, it's definitely the wire.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Pillar over. They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Yeah.
I could probably tip it over.
Probably not.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
This is not gonna work. Is that the Merkiller murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar? No, that's definitely not the case.
Pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Okay.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Yeah, you're probably the killer.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
So, I'm not entirely sure where it is I need to shoot or what I'm shooting.
Lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What? Tipping the pillar over.
I'm gonna shut you up. I mean, apparently that's not the case. I think the real solution here is that Nekomaru had a secret button that's like frame someone for murder button, and you press it and then it kills him, but it also frames someone for murder. If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Fragment?
There's fragments under his body.
Pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
Yeah.
The pillar had been tipped over and crushed him. The fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
That's assuming the killer didn't hide the fragments.
That too. But it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
I'm gonna laugh if he did leave a suicide note and then Monokuma took it and was like, tee hee hee, poo hoo hoo, the children will never figure this one out. How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Yeah, probably.
So certain about that.
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
We really can't.
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Because you're stupid.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
Man, you remember that wire?
You guys, the same as usual.
Don't do the spoilers. Oh no. I mean, the suicide, like, because they've referenced the first game, and they're like, oh, it could be a suicide, but I get the feeling it won't be, if only so that I could get tricked.
Your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Fuck.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you?
This is his real personality as he's getting his school memories back.
You're not talking like a lunatic anymore.
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon. The ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
Oh, you sure do.
Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
It's that the houses are stacked on top of each other.
Who else has seen it, you know? We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Wow, dude.
He who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, he might be that, although he is extraordinarily lucky. I don't know. Like, we don't really know anybody, we don't know if anybody is anything.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark dampers of destruction.
Damn, Sonya and Gundam fucking, like, are doing it. They're into each other.
But I'm not liking this.
It's okay, Kazuichi. Sonya and Gundam are already lovers.
ultimate weapon.
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh?
The secret of the funhouse.
Still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Shut up, Nekomaru.
Hajime?
Or not Nekomaru, Nagito.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
They're on top of each other.
Leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Sweet.
That make perfect sense. But Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
I mean, the voice actor's good, yeah.
I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that first too, but they're not. They're on top of each other. I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Wire, good night button, tipped over pillar, Fuyuhiko's account, broken doorknob, wall clock. Strange feeling in tower. That's my favorite evidence.
Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Agree.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
No, not quite. They're on top of each other.
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
Because they're not.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
The walls are different colors.
Also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
The same building, but what if there's no way Nagito would mention it here?
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No. Have you been overcome with madness? Grape Tower and Strawberry Tower should have been the same building. If you claim that, you must provide me adequate proof. I can't shoot through the contradiction with this.
Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
No.
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
Wow.
And the designs on the floor.
Broken doorknob. I have good eyes. There's no way it's no use. I can't shoot through it with this.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Oh no, it's gotta be broken doorknob.
Secret of the funhouse. Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
Walls are different colors. No way, I just should have been different colors.
Damn it!
Damn it, there's no use. Okay.
In truth,
So it's not gonna be this.
Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
I can't remember what Fuyuhiko's account. No, it's not gonna be that one.
The walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Because we went in there and things were like different. There's no way Nagito would mention it here. Okay, so I actually don't know what it wants me to do.
Are actually the exact same place.
Oh yeah, tipped over pillar.
Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor.
We've already settled this. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Yeah, give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia. Alright, let's see, so.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Oh, darn it. It's not that one. I should have been the same building.
Damn it!
It's no use.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Oh.
So that's the secret. Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both. I mean, the walls are different and the designs on the floor.
We've already settled this. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Okay, well now I'm like stuck here.
Tower and Grape Tower are
Actually the same place. I'm pretty sure it's this one. If worse comes to worse, I will use a walkthrough just to progress, but I'm tempted to just keep shooting it till the end.
Tower are actually the exact.
Yeah, I had a strange feeling. What?
No, that's wrong.
What? Strange feeling was the right answer. What?
Those towers, are they really the same place?
Yeah.
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Yes.
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean,
Wow.
doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Yeah, you got me. You got me, Nagito. Does that mean he's wrong?
I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
No, I don't want to. I think monarchy's stupid.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
What, while you guys were walking around?
From Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
Sonia, you okay?
Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Sonia? You doing okay?
Many different ways.
Broken doorknob.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Okay. Advance.
The body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
It seems you have forgotten.
Oh no, the best part about Marie Antoinette is that she was inexplicably hated by
The futuristic Robo-Bear.
Oh.
The body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
No, there's definitely a hole in what she said.
You have forgotten.
Oh my god.
Surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Oh, broken doorknob. Broken door. Oh, no, I missed it. Oh, no. It's hard to do.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have...
Oh, shit. Am I not... What's the one where I grab... Okay, so... I'm really confused about what the, controls are for a second. How do I pull out my sword? Fire Truth Blade is X.
The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Nah, I doubt it.
The pillar could have been rolled.
Oh no. Oh no.
I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Probably not. Can we advance? I need to counter her.
Ways.
There are many different ways.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Apparently I'm not allowed to cut through. But yeah, to the Marie Antoinette thing, it's very important to understand. She never said let them eat cake, but she was effectively like the Paris Hilton of like the French press at the time, and everyone fucking hated her so much because she was Austrian that there was a scandal involving like this cardinal was in love with Marie Antoinette. She didn't give a shit about him. So this con artist hired a prostitute who looked like Marie Antoinette, and they conned him out of like a diamond necklace and then like fled. And the cardinal went to the palace to ask for compensation because he'd been scammed. And it was like a whole like scandal, but the French press still went with, how could Marie Antoinette take this diamond necklace from this man when it was literally just two scam artists? Yeah, it was just like insane. The French were insane. This is why you shouldn't have monarchy.
Pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru
Wow.
moved.
This is like annoyingly difficult.
Monokuma's doing.
Oh my god, I'm like one cut short every time. God, just okay. She is overcoming your remarks.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
There we go. Finally got through. Alright.
The body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Yeah, Monokuma. What do you Monokuma? Yeah.
Got him. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
No. Oh, wait. It's an odd apple. There's no way I can understand what you're saying. Damn it, I won't be able to cut through Sonia's rebuttal with this.
Got him. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the future, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Retreat! No! It's probably the oil stains.
There are many different ways.
Oil on the floor.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
Ah.
And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Probably not. Probably not Monokuma.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time.
Moving it so quickly.
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Yeah, stupid.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime.
Wrong. Let me.
Through those words.
Stupid. The oil stains were wrong. They're different.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Well, not impossible.
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Well, we don't know that. There's robots in the future.
It's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
Wow, dude.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
No.
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
They're stacked on top of each other.
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse, but we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing to do is rely on a person who has those clues. Hey, Nagito.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up.
Yeah.
Tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
Well, I don't trust you.
It wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him? He did see something that completely changed his worldview. Anyway, but how do we know that your hint is any good? It's suspicious that the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it? is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate act.
I actually think Nagito isn't the werewolf. If this is One Night Ultimate Werewolf, I think Nagito is the tanner. The only reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action. He performed the appropriate action. He played the life-threatening game.
I see! You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
Tiny window.
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself.
Yeah.
No, I saw some very strange scenery.
We're underwater.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved... I love it when I grin creepily, as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again.
Interesting.
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Shall I call it thinking time?
Oh, I gotta do a deep dive. What doesn't make sense in this picture?
Here!
Yeah, we're not on the ground floor.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Yeah.
I see. And is that it?
There's Nagito. There should be other contradictions contained within it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Gee, I don't know. Maybe this whole fucking thing right here. There's only one tower in this picture, which means it's not unnatural at all. Don't you? Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. No, that's not it.
Crap!
What else is unusual in this picture? I already answered that.
Crap!
Well, I don't understand what I'm supposed to be pointing at.
Here!
What?
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was,
Yeah.
Grape House and Strawberry...
Yeah, okay, evergreen trees on a tropical island. I'll give you that. That's also kind of weird. Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it, but we don't see it.
This photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area.
Yeah, they're on top of each other.
It's not. Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
Yes.
Point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this.
Damn, Nagito.
Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
Shut up, man.
Don't have a real talent. You already know about the other clue.
Is he talking about that one time? Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. Showed up? How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
Above.
Right?
Such sharp eyes.
Top floor. So,
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
what does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint on figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the 3rd floor, using the photo he took, he might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Okay, alright, let's do this. It's on top of... Oh no! Logic dive. Well, as long as it's not Hangman's Gambit, we're fine. Come on. Get some speed. Oh, I don't want to go there. Question number 1. This is what the inside of every high school student's brain looks like. They exist. Yeah. Oh, that's clever, having it only load right at the... Yeah, there we go. Alright, where am I going here? Question 2. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building? Yes, they're the same building. Oh, yeah. But I need another question. Here we go, here's another question. Question 3. Horizontally, vertically. It's vertical positioning. Yeah. Big brain power right here. Yeah, there we go. Use my galaxy brain.
it's all coming together.
It's all coming together. Complete.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Oh, you do?
What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Oh man, me when I really have to poop, but there's no bathroom nearby.
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
Yeah.
Think about it like that. Based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Yeah. Strawberry House is located on the floors above Grape House.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Yeah!
Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never
snap.
suspected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
Yeah.
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse,
Hello.
Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Yeah, okay.
You've just been Kuma'd!
Oh, Monokuma.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Yeah, it should be called a killing house, what with the whole killing game going on in there.
The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Well, that's good. Constructing a building like that on your own without any knowledge, how horrible.
Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building.
Should be, but they aren't.
Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
Yeah.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Because there's two Nekomarus.
Hammies don't know, but it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
I think Miss Sonia would rather you just not talk to her ever again.
I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
I think she's noticed you. Make your argument, but I don't want to make my argument. It's probably gonna be The Wire.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
No, you won't.
Hurry up, dumbass.
Yeah, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Oops.
was actually a dummy.
What?
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You are magnificent, Gundam!
Wow.
No fair, you totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up, just pick one of them.
It could be totally possible to make it from spare parts. Oh, Gundam, you're so amazing. Is something like that even possible? I doubt it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Probably not. I've got something to say, just say it. Alright, I can't deal with this. Alright, so let's see. It's probably gonna be...
And hurry up, dumbass.
Pretty sure.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was
Actually a dummy. Oh, it doesn't fit. That's wrong.
Damn it!
I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like magic. I'm just guessing.
Flash.
And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually...
Didn't we like already establish this?
Damn it!
Not making any sense. Damn it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
A fake body.
Died with a mechanical body.
Did.
Possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You are magnificent, Gundam!
No fair, you totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake bot?
Shut up, just pick one of them.
That's not good. That's not good investigatory skills.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually
A dummy. Alright, that didn't work. Crap, no one's gonna believe me.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass.
It's gotta be The Wire, right? Or did I already do that one?
was actually a dummy.
Oh, it's in the way.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died.
Yeah, a mechanical body. Oh no.
So which one was...
Blah, 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 blah. Let's loop it around again.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. That's what I say when I go into the police station.
In one of the
And they're like, what mystery? It's like the mystery of the cops who are all just pigs. Nope. Not making any sense. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
solve this
Then hurry up, dumbass!
The good night button is the only thing related to his body.
was actually
No!
Damn it!
Spare parts? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
Bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a...
No, his body's mechanical. He's a mechanical organism. That failed was unleashed. Yeah. Oh no, everyone's turning against me. You failed. Hajime, I can't do this any longer. Do you doubt me? Looks like the trial is over. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I'll never give up. It's Hajime, but Hajime is not the blackened. Too bad. The true blackened has graduated splendidly. Congratulations. And now the others will all be punished. That means you, Hajime. Would you like to retry? Yes. I'll never give up. Wow, I've got a lot of fucking health. It's because I'm such a high-level guy. Well, there's only so many things we can do here, and I'm just, for the sake of keeping this moving, we're gonna look this up. Last Trial 4. This is the YouTube channel where the live streamer looks up the walkthrough live on stream. I don't want to see...
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Wait, is once again strange feeling in the tower.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
I cannot believe this. What is this bullshit?
One of them.
Strange feeling in the tower. Okay. This is my problem is like, I'm like, strange feelings are not evidence. Facts don't care about your feelings. Oh, oops, no, it's the body. Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was supposed to be spare parts.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
And not just that, the parts that I carefully originally disassembled the body all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
Whoa!
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so he couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
Wow, we're gonna kill Kazuichi.
Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
This is true.
That is disappointing.
Oh shit! She wants to fucking kill Kazuichi. I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
What's the important answer?
Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
No.
Body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Is it a fireman's pole? I mean, yeah, I would want to get away from him too. He's a bit much. A device like that, a device that transports things to different floors of the same building, gravity. I feel like I've seen that before. It's called a fucking elevator. No, what? We don't. Oh no. Okay. Alright. Where's E? Fine. Yeah. E. L. Okay, here we go. Elevator. Ella. Well, this isn't helpful. I need more V's. Vader. Elevator. Oh yeah. A doctor. Alright, here we go. Elevator. Woo! Yes. Can you think of a device that like allows you to enter and exit a building? Like, oh, let me think about it with Hangman's Gambit. Is it a door?
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
You mean elevator?
Elevator anyway.
It's the tower itself.
Yeah.
Inside of the tower is one big elevator,
Yeah, like the one at Disneyland.
which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
And it turns 180 degrees.
Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall? It all leads to the same room, right?
Yeah, except they're flipped. It's flipped around.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Yep.
See, we were basically waiting for the room to arrive just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
Yeah, why is that?
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
Yeah, why is that?
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Yeah.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Okay, this is slightly confusing.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What?
Did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
Why do we have to do that?
What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. Nekomaru is dead. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these things have in common, they're all on the floor. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Got it. Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And...
Sure, on the far back door change. If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
What's unique? You can only enter one side at a time. think all elevators are like that. Oh, yeah. You notice that you just said something that doesn't relate to anything. You're right. I clearly made a mistake just now. At most elevators you can enter, there's no ceiling. It's true it had no ceiling, but that's not really relevant to what we're discussing. You're right. It's clearly made a mistake. It's like, you're dumb, Hajime. Oh, wait, I just did it again.
Damn it!
I know what I'm doing. It's an enormous circle.
I see.
Only the floor moves? That's not that unique. Like,
The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Yeah.
Floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
Yeah.
That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
That's just okay.
Then where do the different floors lead?
To your death!
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
They lead to a death, an unworthy death.
Silly. So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Yep.
It was actually very effective. Because of...
Oh, oops.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Yeah, maybe it was Monokuma.
Mon ami.
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all, huh? The killer destroyed Strawberry Hall buttons so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. I'm a little lost, honestly.
The tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand.
It's true.
And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth.
The ultimate weapon, the truth.
Truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
Oh no.
Pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Uh-oh. I think I know what the next murder's gonna be.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator.
Oh.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
Means a lot of things. I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was turned, the elevator in the Grape House, the tower is on my right, and then in Strawberry House, it was on my left. How could I break through this contradiction? Oh no. Fuyuhiko's account, contact elevator, broken doorknob. Oh no.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
okay.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
This is true.
Which means your reasoning
is clearly contradictory.
Wow, they're like in sync now.
This iron curtain of teamwork.
Accurate. They have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct?
If the two houses are connected vertically,
the elevator should move.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
is clearly contradictory.
Oh, do I have to?
Iron curtain of teamwork.
Is that really correct? Opposite directions.
Connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Oh.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
No, that's not it. Once again. Oh, well, have fun at work. Good luck to you. I'm just gonna look up this. Oh, man. Kazuichi's account vertically. Well, wait.
Damn it!
Oh, I'm gonna use Kazuichi's account. That makes thematics. I don't know what his account was because it's been like a week. So let's see here. I'm just not good at solving these. Got you.
No, that's wrong.
Am I afraid to use walkthroughs on this channel? No. The elevator wasn't moving just vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi? Huh, me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you. Right?
I should have fucking remembered that.
Oh, that. Yeah, that's pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Weird.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180.
Whoa! That was a 360-degree rotation.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Oh, that's fucking annoying.
Means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
Yeah, baby, we got it. We figured it out.
Elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something...
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That it do.
Splendid at all. You're inhuman.
Yeah, sure.
Inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
True.
Different from these lowly humans.
Thanks, guy.
The secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
It's called despair and depression.
Still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my. I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Wow, dude.
As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon, an 8-sided shape.
See?
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Yeah, it's also where MMA fights happen.
For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
I didn't expect you to know basic geometry.
Guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
It's between the two.
Here!
Yeah.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Interesting.
Basically
What?
the gist of it.
Oh, I see. It's not like a regular octagon, it's an irregular octagon.
The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true
Learn.
identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse. Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Oh, what?
Probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
This is like when I, instead of robbing a bank, you know, it was, I attacked someone with a bank and robbed them with it. I robbed with banks. I truly deserve to be called, it truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon. Oh my god. Funhouse, the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who's the killer who did that? We're about halfway through, so let's get this going. Don't forget to save often. Here we go. Oh, darn it.
Hiya!
Why, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. Wah! Wah! I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Well, then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by another mere word. Monami is a serious stufatly. What? That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stufatly, huh? Tisk tisk tisk. It's not it. It's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jets. You know, don't make fun of people for being fat. That's just mean. Perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be ta-da, Stufatly. Wahaha. Where's it? Okay, everyone all together now. I'm not gonna do this. No. It's not funny. Maybe it's funny in Japanese. I would like to save my current progress. Resume.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.
But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Wow. That voice actor's really good, though.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
What?
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is...
Ugh, how do I move my fingers like that? I don't know.
Simply sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's
I see.
leave them alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
If the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
They used the elevator to hang him, and then the pillar broke.
Don't you think?
Yeah, that might have been the thing you should have done first. If Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged as he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building's structure. So what was Nekomaru's falling?
I see! That's it? I think he might have died from falling.
Agree.
Falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
I hate it when I die from falling.
Off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Yeah.
The elevator functions. When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Damn, dude.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm gonna reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve the mystery next. So they made Nekomaru go to sleep, tied him to a thing.
When the elevator
Broken doorknob.
floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
I can't.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Okay.
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
Sure.
The threshold of that elevator.
Good night button, I'm thinking. Looks like it's all up to me.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then,
Is it impossible?
locking Mekamaru inside the... moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold
on. Did you forget the elevator?
Hold on, I belong to someone else. I won't become what I wanted to become. Break!
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
Oh.
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Pest, you sex pest.
You're calling me a pest?
You're kind of a sex pest, dude. Way to create the drop inside the Nekomaru was still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what could that be? It's gonna be the wire. Make your arguments. Yeah, it's gonna be wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Yeah.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Yeah.
Pest.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Wow. Silence pest. Normally you'd have to pay to be talked to like that.
Arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Okay, yeah.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Thinking time.
Time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil?
Got it.
The doorknob on the floor.
That's not it. I'm just gonna look it up. I'm just gonna... Oh. Okay, I was right the first time. I just wasn't fast enough. Okay. It is gonna be wire.
certain way.
But in this case, I'm just gonna run over here. You can cause the drop. You can do a lot of things if you had money.
The arrangement.
That arrangement, the hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor? The doorknob on the floor.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, these two highly fuckable twinks are gonna do that. I guess they're not. They're adults, right? Pretty sure they're adults.
Might have been where it got
Might have been where they got scraped by the wire.
Same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
Oh man.
They did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Oh my.
He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
Yeah.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
I'm gonna point out he has I've looked at enough Nekomaru art for building thumbnails for this. He's got an enormous crotch bulge. It's alarming.
They took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Too easy. Oh.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
It's true.
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, that's a pretty reasonable rebuttal.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off.
You got me.
No way they could do that.
Oh, you. Okay, I need to find the answer.
Nekomaru from a wire. How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Gotcha.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
Wow.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
No, it's not that. What are you even saying? I'm not the type of coward to be thrown off by a remark like that. Oh, no.
Nekomaru should have still been in... If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside...
Oh, I don't want to retreat.
Even
Damn it.
Suspended Nekomaru from a wire. How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Dual crosswords. Shut up. Advance!
Doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
It is possible.
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that...
Okay, well, now's the time to look this up again, because I don't understand. Clock's alarm? What? Oh, yeah, there it is. I was on the right track, I just wasn't fast enough.
It's just impossible. End of story.
It is just impossible.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode.
Hello?
I don't understand the connection here.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why,
Yeah.
if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make it fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
I would assume so.
Probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Okay. Killer wouldn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I should use my full power. Ooh, ooh, ooh. With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands, but clatter, clatter, clatter. Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1 million horsepower. Grrrr! Wait, isn't it creaking? You break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in... Yep, that's the same one. If that's really what it was, then the clue Nekomaru... That's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Calm down, dude.
Right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy. He gets off on this.
Gross. Thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down.
Doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Doesn't mean that Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell into the floor, the only thing I could think of was happened to them is he collided with the pillar. Yeah, that would make sense.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
Can't be late for Monokuma Tai Chi.
It would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Yes.
Able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7.
That's what I want to know.
It's the clocks. The clocks are, and I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one mystery after another. He has a radio clock. Radio clock. All right. A little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue breaking through this contradiction. Radio clock. Come on. Everybody knows about his stupid... You didn't know what time of day it was. Yeah, there it is. Radio clock.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
There's no mistake. That's impossible.
The alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
One of them must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. He probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's
No. No, it's actually more complicated. I need to crush one possibility at a time if I'm going to break through this contradiction. Radio clock.
Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock.
No.
Wrong.
You're stupid. No, you're wrong.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
True.
Saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with a clock?
True.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Sure did.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Oh.
Misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
You always misunderstand. Time-related contradiction. I don't think we should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. I think if I focus, I think I should be able to find the answer. Wow, they talked about clocks a lot in the opening. Oh no, logic. Well, I would rather do logic dive than Hangman's Gambit. Let's be real. Here we go. I don't know why I would ever use the break. Inside the braid of every Japanese high school student is a Japanese surfboarder or snowboarder wanting just to play SSX. Question 1. Where did the murder happen? The time and the building. Oh, what? What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Where the murder happened? The time and the building. That's correct. Who the killer is. You're the only one. I don't know who the killer is. I really hope it's not Kazuichi, but I'll laugh so fucking hard if it's Kazuichi. It's gotta be somebody, right? I don't think it's a suicide. If it is, it's one hell of a suicide. The suicide of Nekomaru, the actual, it's not because he's a robot, and due to the way that the legal rights of AI are being written, it's not going to go well. Which clock was tampered with? The building's clocks. That's correct. Remember, Nekomaru's clock is tamper-proof. He wouldn't shut up about it, so I knew it was going to be an important clue. We. Oh, no. Give me something here. Come on. Question 3. Which house had the wrong time? I bet it's both houses. Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Nekomaru's clock was actually Grape House's anti-clock. If you said checked all the clocks inside the building, isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
None of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks had been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
That's right, that was the main problem. I need to clarify how much the time was up with the killer messed with the clocks. It's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Oh no, make your arguments. Oh no, I suck at these. Alright.
The time in the building was all messed up. Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound.
You did.
It would have been a great clue.
Or you scream.
Wow.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
I mean, you never know.
Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
What? How much did it... How to figure that out?
If the time in the building, then we can only rely on the time of death, which clearly
7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time at 7:30 in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
Only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that.
Okay, so I think I gotta steal one from somebody else.
If the time in the
I'm
building,
gonna look this up.
then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is this one.
In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow? If only I...
If only I heard the sound when he fell. Consent.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm not always good at the leaps of logic that the game devs wanted. And I'm gonna admit that in order to keep the plot moving, I'm gonna do this. That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. What was that rumbling noise? Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Yes.
A huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it.
Yeah.
Hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
Oh no.
When we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Interesting. Huh?
Probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
Holy shit, it's like 2 hours off. That rumbling sound we heard at 5:30 a.m. It's likely to have 2 hours. Oh, fuck. Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30 and we heard the sound of the impact at 5:30. That means our time was off by 2 hours.
That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
No, there wasn't.
For what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Yeah. Lure out only Nekomaru? Because he had to go to Monokuma Taichi and he has a perfectly accurate clock.
Right?
And Monokuma said nobody showed up for Taichi that day. Oh my god, it all is coming together. If you mess with the clocks and use a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. They were trying to, it's Monokuma Taichi.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Taichi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if
yeah,
the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right.
My internal chronometer will let me know. That's right. So in doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Taichi, right on schedule.
Right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Geez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Taichi, but it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
You said everyone. You were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it?
How should I put it?
What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
What?
Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's
Okay.
It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
I get stubborn too.
Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
It's true. Huh?
Why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Yeah, because that would have been...
What the hell do you mean?
What the hell do you mean? Oh, yeah, because he saw him go.
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Yeah.
Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Well, there's actually all of Grape House.
The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Oh no. Wait, is it him? I was aware, didn't I? And then when the rumbling noise occurred, what do you call this, an alibi? Oh, you're right, he's not the one. Well, then it would be Nekomaru, right? I can't remember.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
Well, he was sleepy.
It was just me, Gundam, and
He was a little bit eepy. He had to falafel asleep. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
Where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
I don't think it was Nagito. I think it was probably Sonia.
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
I was jerking it in my room.
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is
Yeah.
obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Oh, the super nice luxury room blocked it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret. What does the three have in common? It's a secret that points to the killer. Alright. No! I know what it is! We're gonna have some failure because I can't remember. It's gonna be Lux. Deluxe. It's Hangman's Gambit. I'm getting alarmingly good at this, and I don't like it. I need X. Okay. I need R's. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. I need S. Deluxe rooms. Oh my god, the rooms are soundproofed. Complete.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right?
Yeah, the best kinds of deluxe rooms. If I recall, the deluxe rooms are... The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room maybe have so-so insulations, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Shut up, dude.
You guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Oh no, decisive factor. Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. I have no fucking idea. Sure. I'm not the killer. There's no way I'd kill it. There's no evidence that points to her. Think carefully. Deluxe room should be the clue.
Crap!
Wait, hold on. Is it? Oh, I'm just gonna... I should think it over one more time. Well, I don't fucking know. Seriously, I'm not the killer. I was sleeping in my room, and what's all about that? It's not carefully. I'm just gonna hit each one. I have no fucking idea. Think carefully. Is it Gundam?
The only one!
No, not Gundam! Oh,
There's
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Oh, he had a luxury room. I skipped it because I was like, oh, he had a luxury room. I didn't even realize it. Oh my god.
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it.
Oh, Kazuichi's gonna love this shit.
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
I wasted a lot of time on this fool trying to get hope fragments.
You have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
I was not expecting this.
Nekomaru in sleep mode. And tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Yeah.
I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
That's raucous. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the Netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. Doko making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
Uh-oh.
Well, outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
He's gonna snap out.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Yeah, Gundam.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears.
Okay.
Means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
It's a normal face for a normal guy who didn't kill nobody. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right, that's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know,
Hold on.
this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean a class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Don't think that'll happen.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Yeah.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Oh yeah. You discovered pornography, I guess? I don't know. Let's just leave that fun for later and finish this opening act already.
Said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Since the beginning.
Your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge...
Strawberry House. Yeah, okay.
Going to and fro is busy enough as it is. How would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
Wait, but I thought he broke it.
I recall the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side.
Okay.
So, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House.
Yeah.
These reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
I don't know if that's indisputable. I mean, there's probably some other way. Maybe they went through the dead room. Y'all remember?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing.
Yeah.
Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Yeah.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Yeah, now I'm leaning more towards maybe this guy's the killer. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. That's right. You got it. Good night button, wall clock, alarm clock, radio clock, Fuyuhiko's account.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
What?
As long as that elevator was broken,
We know that's wrong.
your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much
Oh, it's that one.
lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Why don't we stop this already? Alright, so now I know what I gotta do. I gotta grab the secret passageway.
The only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
The killer cannot return to...
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there would way.
Secret passageway.
Do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
There's a contradiction. I'm gonna find out what it is.
That elevator was the only
Wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Wrongzo. Rongo. Rongo. The written language of Easter Island.
There should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Yeah.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
You're the only one!
Nagito, you should know.
Yeah, baby.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve corps show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House.
There's a door on the floor of the Octagon of Grape House. Anyway.
After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Nice.
The third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Yeah.
The unlimited flame!
I do like unlimited flame.
What if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
Threatening me isn't gonna work.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Alright, let's go, baby. Tipped over pillar, clock's alarm fragments, broken doorknob. What's none of these? Well, I gotta go through it.
Box doesn't exist. You could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion.
This is really hard.
Deities?
It may look like I'm hitting him, but this is actually extraordinarily difficult. His argument is exhausting, just listen to it. I need to skillfully cut back against his words so he doesn't outpace me.
Doesn't exist. You could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Cross swords duel. Wow, that was alarmingly difficult. Advance. What argument?
Prove the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Yeah, stupid.
Limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Try providing evidence that the killer... Key which dwells in the light. Hold up.
You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur!
It's not the broken doorknob. It's...
Drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion. At least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
The key which dwells in the light. I'm gonna look this one up because I don't know what to do. Wire. It says you just use wire again. Okay, well that's fun. This one is very confusing. I've really struggled with this one.
The killer went to the octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom...
Hello?
I do want to drown in the maelstrom of darkness that dwells in the light or whatever. Let's do it.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon. And the chain on the door in the tower.
Oh, he would have had to go to the octagon.
These are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did...
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Nice.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Sure do. That's a good counter there, Gundam. Oh, I took it. Damage.
This is the end.
This is the end.
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Thanks.
What do you... First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place.
Yeah, one's got Saruman, one's got Sharuman.
Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on.
Hold on, if Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
It was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded.
Wow.
Just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Okay.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Nope, you sure didn't.
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
What?
Are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I'm convinced here that he did this because he was worried his hamsters were gonna starve, and he cares most about his little baby hamster babies.
I don't understand.
That's what he cares about.
What does that mean?
What doesn't it mean?
Years. I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
Oh, I get it. He can't orgasm because he's on fluoxetine,
What do you intend to do?
which is actually not that. You can orgasm on fluoxetine. It's just some people have it as a side effect. Anyway, what do you intend to do?
Yes, I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
If only you had a bunch of small creatures that could follow your commands and press buttons.
To get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
But it's not.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam.
That's wrong, Gundam.
Who's wrong?
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Nope, haven't. I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Panic talk. Let's go, baby.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
I don't like the 0 stock thing. Negative.
Let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end!
The 4 Dark Devas. Yeah! We got him! I'm really sad because I really liked him.
Press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh? Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Emissary of Evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through a supernova Silver Fox Sandy. Okay, I low-key want to train my dog to respond to that in accordance with our ancient pact of darkness. Press the button. Truly, this is the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. Fwahaha, soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
Yeah.
Gundam.
Okay.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
Yeah.
Here's I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere.
Wow.
I'll trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Damn, dude. Closing argument start begin. This one was weird. You need that one. Is it this one? There we go. Stock 2. Oh, this is tricky. Nekumaru's weakness. The wire wrapped around Nekumaru's feet. That's not gonna work. Killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? Hamsters and murder. Hamster and murder. We gathered at the lounge. All these folks. Why did Nekumaru fall? Nice. Who heard the rumbling noise? Yeah. Let me go back here. Killer's got to destroy that button. Wire wrapped around Nekumaru's feet. Oh. I already got that one. Yeah. Last stock. I think we got all of these, so we could just keep advancing until we see a question mark. There we go. Wow. At least I have 10 minutes to think about it. Jump P. Oh, it's gonna be on the doorknob. Okay, that's fine. We didn't have an establishing shot of that yet. I like how they tried to change up the order, but I was not prepared for Gundam.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime.
Yeah.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekumaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and
set the wall clock alarm for 5:30 a.m.
After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final deck. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower.
Oh, oops. Ah, shit.
However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there.
4 dark devas of destruction.
With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
Yeah. This one was complicated, gotta say.
They used the secret
Very complicated.
to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower.
Done.
When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out.
Oops.
The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking.
Oh no.
Fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Fuyuhiko.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Oh yeah. Gundam. Complete.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe.
Wow.
You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
I can.
Wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure vote for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Yay! There was a killer. The suicide was, oh wait. Wow, I did not do very good. You could tell which ones I struggled on. B. Yay, mono coins. Hooray.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I want to make the dreadfully wrong one.
Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Oh. Maybe have less teeth in that head. In your head, in your head. Alright. It's Gundam. You guessed right. All rise. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. If we make one mistake, we're fucking dead. That's right. One who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse. That was Gundam Tanaka. Yay! I said all that all without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true that the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear from Gundam. No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. We have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to the one who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something, is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. However, that is a great mistake. Huh? Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
Must
He was just trying to cling to life. There are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Explain. Fine then. I shall reveal it all.
history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan to utilize that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower, and this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say, as I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation, and we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Yeah. He said he chose a fight that risked his life and death. A fight that risked his life and death? He was so serious, too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. Huh? If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing. Nekomaru really did that? Yeah, he might have. I do like this, like, dark, evil smoke that they've got going on. Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru. This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great. What a comforting atmosphere. Huh, such a great line. What was your reason? Do you intend to resolve the situation by killing me? Ha 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 ha. I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance. Gwah! You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! 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 In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath. Cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got. Nekomaru Nidai. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I shall not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That's abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. It's understandable why he would want to fight. Wait, are you telling us just to wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall.
Ever since we were locked inside the building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up. Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself. Have you fools heard of the term dog-eat-dog? Cannibalism? In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point of their lifespan engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up life itself? In a world which, if a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life. It is a violation of the natural order. It is arrogance of humanity. Are you saying all that to try and justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right? Ugh. Man, that man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That's why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, no, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here? That belief is why you committed your... Actually, that is consistent with his character, actually. I will give them that. Some of the early murderers were like, the motivations like have all made sense, with the exception of Nagito. Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too? Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Who would you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools. No, it's not like I like you guys. Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. That would be 10 trillion years. In the name of pandemonium, it isn't possible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let's get rid of this foolish talk. It's about time for the fun to get started. Monokuma, let us begin. Yay, got it. I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Wait.
Please wait, this is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam. Miss Sonia, please, I beg you. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's, oh wow, they definitely were into each other. It's fine to start for reals, right? Yes, I do not mind. However, what is it, my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 Dark Devas of Destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there's no need to fear. In this world, I'm only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing, let us laugh uproariously. That is Gundam Tanaka. I shall stick with my evil until the very end. Open sesame, pandemonium. I shall fill hell with true hell. Wahahaha.
Give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Alright, I bet this one won't be sexy. Remember the last one was way too sexy. Goodbye, Gundam. Time for punishment. I think they all got fruit. Oh, they got some like Kabbalah going on there. Oh. He doesn't want them to get killed. What? Magic is real. Oh, he got crushed to death by horses. Wow, what? This one's genuinely interesting. Okay, so Mikan had to ride a rocket sexily into space and die. He got carried up to heaven. Okay. Gundam, no. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered on her chest. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it, damn it. I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something. You all spent so much time worried about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
Such a downer, clearly, but still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best. You're right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not, Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. There's like hardly anyone fucking left. Like, oh no, we shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have a lot. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey! Hey!
How long are you guys going to stand around chattering? The class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Tee-hee-hee. Ho-ho-ho. Hold on. How much longer are you going to keep doing this? Yeah, I've been asking that too. Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Now then. Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food. Hold a sec. Hold on. That mood shift was so damn fast. Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving. Then let's go back now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep and have sleep as much as we want. And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. Go team! We did it! With this, the class trial had come to an end, and once again we returned to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished, but despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but that moment we were still able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. His name was Nagito. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Me reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy, and before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way that the file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Sigh. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops it once and for all, even if it costs me my life. For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Oh, he's gonna commit murder.
Monokuma appears!
Who summoned me? Thanks for coming.
Yes?
Why, it's a lonely little Nagito. Are you here all alone tonight, too? So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well. That's what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So you don't know, huh? It looks like the final showdown is going to take a little more time.
Hello.
So, why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally going to confess your love? I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize for the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received, but isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
Don't even.
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contained documents that were created at Hope Speak Academy, right?
Sure.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making. If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope Speak Academy? Oh.
No.
Woohoo! I wonder. Could it be? Is this your doing, or did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something small like that, right? That's not my point. My point is you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that? Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along, but even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Motomi after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh? Well, it's just how I feel, and I skipped that part. After all that, the person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? Cooperation? Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right? Yep. Well, if that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Ha ha ha, just as I thought. You saw right through me. No matter what situation I find myself in, my core of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist. Woo-hoo-hoo, you're right. You're a true believer in hope after all. Woo-hoo-hoo, ha-ha-ha. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for some reason. Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky. But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this. Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
You don't?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder enemy. I'll become a true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. Woohoo! The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him. Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Huh?
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. The person you're waiting for is already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, poo-hoo-hoo, wouldn't that be exciting? Hee-hee-hee, ha-ha-ha, ho-ho-ho. So we had the evil villain chat. I think that's the end of the chapter. How many days we got left here? Alright, what do we got? 5 days left. What's going to happen when that counter reaches 0? I just don't know what's going to happen. Chapter 4. Do ultimate robots dream of clockwork? The answer is no. It's the end. Well, instead of 9 students, we're down to 7, which is not good. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and as always, don't be tricked by Monokuma. He's a fucking liar boy who needs to be stopped at every opportunity. That's just simply how it goes.
Did you like that one? And, you know, if you like this, then you should check out some of the other videos, you know, maybe the channel. Definitely like and subscribe to this highly videos. Yeah, that's really planned out. It was a high quality production. Like that one. And, you know, if you like the channel, then definitely like and subscribe to this videos. Yeah, it's really planned out. It was a high quality production. Videos